I'm building this container house alone and off-grid with no experience. My tiny budget is $100K, and a lot of people think I'm dreaming thinking I can build a house on that. They're not completely wrong. If I was contracting this build out, I would have blown budget before I even started. My biggest money saver is the timber I have on my property from trees that had to be felled due to fire restrictions. I've been milling it for timber in my house. I started with a chainsaw mill and quickly upgraded to the timber mill when I realised how cheap it was and how much time it would save. I've milled the jarrah into slabs for decking boards for the rooftop and wraparound deck and bench tops for the house. After the jarrah pile disappeared, I made a start on the Murray by milling this giant 1-ton log. I'm also using the Murray logs as posts within the house because as soon as you cut into the container, it loses its structural integrity. I'll also use them for a patio roof around the wraparound deck. The rest of the Murray will be left as posts, squared off into beams, cut into thick slabs for bench tops or thin slabs into floorboards and roof paneling. I'm getting messages saying I must be loaded to buy a timber mill, but I'm going to show you how much I saved by buying this. The mill was only $3,000, and here's a timber estimate. For jarrah decking, $95 to $240K. Floorboards and roof paneling, I'm looking at $42 to $50K. Murray posts, I'm looking at $6 to $7.5K, and beams, $2 to $3K. Thick bench tops for the jarrah, $3.6 to $4.5K. And for the Murray, between $4 to $7.6K. That's a grand total of between $150 and $310K. I'm no mathematician, but I would say $3,000 is a bargain with savings that high. And I can already hear, but what's your time worth? If I was milling these all day, every day, it would take around 3 to 6 months to cut and slab all of it. So is my time worth savings that high? Yeah, and if you earn more than that and it's not a big savings for you, you probably don't need to be on a budget build page. And I'm going to be saving even more money by making my own varnish.